So the remainder theorem and the factor theorem. What is a remainder theorem? When a polynomial piece of x is divided by x minus r, the remainder r will be the same as piece of r, or r is equals to piece of r. Example, find the remainder of 5x squared minus 3x plus 1 divided by x plus 2. Equate the divisor to 0, then solve for x. Our divisor here is x plus 2. Equate that to 0, therefore, x is equals to negative 2. Then let us calculate for piece of x. Piece of x is equals to our dividend, 5x squared minus 3x plus 1. And x is equals to negative 2. Then substitute piece of x or substitute the value of x by negative 2. So piece of negative 2 is equals to 5 times negative 2 square minus 3 times negative 2 plus 1. Then we have piece of negative 2 is equals to 5 times negative 2 square. Hindi pwedeng i-multiply agad ang 5 sa negative 2 kasi naka-exponential pa yung negative 2. Let us first simplify negative 2 square. So that means negative 2 times negative 2 which is equals to 4. Then negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6 plus 1. And we have here piece of negative 2 is equals to 5 times 4, 20, plus 6 plus 1. 20 plus 6 plus 1 is 27. Therefore, piece of negative 2 is 27. So, we are looking for the remainder. Therefore, the remainder is 27. Let us check if our answer is correct. Let us use synthetic division. Gamitin natin yung ating former na question. Find the remainder of 5x squared minus 3x plus 1 divided by x plus 2. But this time, instead of calculating for piece of x, we will use synthetic division. Let us first equate the divisor to 0, then solve for x. So, x plus 2 is equals to 0. So, x is equals to negative 2. Let us write the numerical coefficient of each term. So, ayan, negative 2 ang x. Then, the numerical coefficient, 5, negative 3, and positive 1. Hindi kasama ang variable. Numerical coefficient lang. Then, bring down 5. 5 times negative 2, negative 10. Combine negative 3 and negative 10, we got negative 13. Negative 13 times negative 2, positive 26. Then positive 1 plus positive 26 is positive 27. Itong positive 27, yan yung nakuha nating sagot kanina. So, ang positive 27, yan yung remainder. Therefore, yung sagot natin kanina ay check or correct. Another example. Find the remainder of 3x to the fourth plus 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 6x plus 7 divided by x minus 2. Same process. Let us equate the divisor to 0, then solve for x. The divisor is x minus 2, so x is equals to 2. Calculate for piece of x. Piece of x is equals to the dividend 3x to the fourth power plus 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 6x plus 7, and our x is equals to 2. Substitute the value of x by 2. We have here piece of 2 is equals to 3x to the fourth, or 3 times 2 to the fourth power, plus 2x cubed, or 2 times 2 cubed, plus 5x squared, or 5 times 2 squared, minus 6x, or minus 6 times 2 plus 7. Simplify. hindi mo kagad mamumultiply ang 3 times 2 to the 4th power. Bago yon, kunin mo muna yung 2 to the 4th power. So that means you will multiply 2 4 times. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, you got 16. Then, 2 to the 3rd power is 2 times 2 times 2 or 8. Then 2 square is 2 times 2 or 4. Then we have 6 times 2. We can now multiply. 3 times 16 is 48, plus 2 times 8, 16, plus 5 times 4 is 20, minus 6 times 2 is 12, plus 7. 48 plus 16 plus 20 minus 12 plus 7 is equals to 79. So therefore, the remainder is 79. Find the remainder of 2x to the 4th plus 5x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x minus 15 divided by 2x minus 3. Equate the divisor to 0. Then solve for x. 2x minus 3 is equals to 0. 2x is equals to positive 3. Divide both sides by 2. Therefore, x is equals to 3 halves. Calculate for piece of x, then write the dividend. Piece of x is equals to 2x to the 4th plus 5x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x minus 15. Since our x is 3 halves, we will substitute x by 3 halves. So, piece of 3 halves is equals to 2x to the 4th or 2 times 3 halves to the 4th plus 5x cubed or 5 times 3 halves cubed plus 2x squared or 2 times 3 halves squared minus 7x or minus 7 times 3 halves minus 15. Let us simplify first the exponents. 3 halves to the 4th power is 81 over 16. 3 halves cubed is 27 over 8. 3 halves square is 9 over 4. Then we have 3 halves and we can now multiply. Sa fraction, when you multiply fraction, you multiply numerator times numerator divided by denominator times denominator. Ganun yung gagawin natin ngayon. 2 times 81 is 162 over 16. 5 times 27 is 135 over 8. 2 times 9 is 18 over 4 minus 7 times 3 halves or minus 21 over 2 minus 15. Okay, so tatanong nyo, bakit 16, bakit 8, bakit 4, bakit 2? Kasi yung 2, puro mga whole number yan. And we all know that the denominator of a whole number is 1. So, i-multiply mo lang 1 times 16. 1 times 8, 1 times 4, 1 times 2. Next, simplify. Dito naman tayo sa addition and subtraction of fraction. You cannot combine right away because they have different denominators. So, ang rule, hanapin muna ang least common denominator. What is the LCD of 16, 8, 4, 2, and 1? Ang denominator ng whole number na 15 ay 1. So, the LCD is 16. Then you divide. 16 divided by 16, 1. 1 times 162 is 162. Plus, 16 divided by 8 is 2. 2 times 135 is positive 270. Then, 16 divided by 4, 4. 4 times 18, positive 72. Then, minus 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 times 21, 168 or minus 168. Dito tayo sa 15. 15 is a whole number. Ang denominator niya, ulitin ko, ay 1. Kaya 16 divided by 1 is 16. 16 times 15 is 240. So, minus 15 or minus 240. Simplify na natin. 162 plus 270 plus 72 minus 168 minus 240 is equals to 96 over 16. So, piece of 3 halves is equals to 96 divided by 16 or 6. So, ano ibig sabihin yan? Therefore, the remainder is 6. Doon tayo ngayon sa factor theorem. The factor theorem. What is a factor theorem? The factor theorem states that the polynomial piece of x has x minus r as a factor if and only if piece of r is equals to 0. Ibig sabihin, pag na-calculate mo yung piece of r, dapat equal sa 0. Walang remainder. Let us have some practice here. Show that x minus 1 is a factor of 5x cubed minus 8x squared plus x plus 2. So, gagamitin din natin yung same process na ginawa natin sa remainder theorem. Using the factor theorem, we have piece of x is equals to 5x cubed minus 8x squared plus x plus 2. Equate the factor to 0, then solve for x. Ano yung factor? X minus 1. Equate natin sa 0. So, nakuha natin, x is equals to 1. Next step, substitute the value of x here by 1. Kasi nakuha natin doon, x is equals to 1. So, lahat ng x, papalitan natin ng 1 equals 5x cubed or 5 times 1 cube minus 8x square or minus 8 times 1 square plus x or plus 1 plus 2. Simplify natin. Unahin natin lagi ang exponent. 1 to the third power is 1. 1 times 5, 5. Minus 1 square is 1. 1 times 8, 8. Plus 1 plus 2. Then 5 minus 8 plus 1 plus 2, piece of 1 is equals to 0. Ayan. So, since piece of 1 is 0, there is no remainder. Therefore, x minus 1 is a factor. Another example. Show that x minus 3 is a factor of 4x to the fourth minus 10x cubed minus 15x squared plus 30x plus 7. Using the factor theorem, sulat muna natin, i-calculate muna natin ang piece of x, then isulat natin yung dividend na 4x to the fourth minus 10x cubed minus 15x squared plus 30x plus 7. Then let us equate the factor to 0. Ano ba yung factor natin? X minus 3. Equal natin siya sa 0. Then we got x is equals to positive 3. So, ibig sabihin, we will substitute the value of x here by 3. Lahat ng x, papalitan natin ng 3. So, 4x to the fourth or 4 times 3 to the fourth minus 10x cubed or minus 10 times 3 cubed minus 15x squared or minus 15 times 3 squared plus 30x or plus 30 times 3 plus 7. Yan. 3 to the fourth power. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, we have 81. Hindi siya 3 times 4. Iba yon. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, yung 3, 4 na beses mong imumultiply. So we got 81. 3 cube is 3 times 3 times 3. So the answer is 27. 3 square is 3 times 3 or 3 times 3, 9. Then we have here 3, then plus 7. Yan. Pwede na natin siyang i-multiply kasi wala ng exponent. Piece of 3 is equals to 4 times 81, 324. Minus 10 times 27 is negative 270. Minus 15 times 9 is negative 135. Plus 30 times 3 is positive 90. Plus 7. Yan. So, 324 minus 270 minus 135 plus 90 plus 7 is equals to 16. So, ibig sabihin, oh, there is a remainder. May remainder. So, ibig sabihin yan, hindi nag-zero kasi dapat 0 ang piece of 3. So, therefore, x minus 3 is not a factor. Kasi, dapat kasi, 0 yung piece of 3 niya para maging factor siya. Dapat walang remainder. Another method. Gamitin natin yung former question natin o yung former problem na show that x minus 3 is a factor of 4x to the fourth minus 10x cubed minus 15x squared plus 30x plus 7. Kanina, kinalculate natin yung piece of x. This time, pwede rin naman natin gamitin ang synthetic division. Tingnan natin kung pareho din yung remainder na lalabas. Or kung nahirapan kang mag-calculate sa piece of x, pwede mong gamitin ang synthetic division. Equate the factor to 0, then solve for x. Ang factor natin ay x minus 3, equal natin siya sa 0. Para makuha natin ang value ng x. X is equals to 3. Ayan. Isulat muna natin ang numerical coefficient ng dividend. 4, negative 10, negative 15, positive 30, and positive 7. Ulitin ko, hindi kasama ang variable. Numerical coefficient lang ang ilalagay nyo dyan. Tapos, yung value ng x na 3. Then, bring down 4. 4 times 3, positive 12. Combine, negative 10 and positive 12 is positive 2. Multiply, 2 times 3, positive 6. Negative 15 and positive 6, negative 9. Multiply, negative 9 times 3 is negative 27. Sabihin nyo, ba't lagi nyong naririnig yung word, yung term na combine? Ibig sabihin nun, i-add nyo siya using rules of signed numbers. So, sa addition, pag nag-add ka ng magkaiba ng number, minumultiply mo, sinusubtract mo, then you get the sign of the bigger number. Pareho nito. Combine positive 30 and negative 27. Isusubtract mo yan, then the bigger number is 30, kaya your answer is positive 3. Then multiply again. 3 times 3, 9. Combine mo, 7 plus 9, 16. So, ano yung remainder natin kanina? Diba 16 din? So, 16 is the remainder. So, pag merong remainder, ibig sabihin, x minus 3 is not a factor. Another example. If x plus 3 is a factor of x to the fourth plus kx cubed minus 3x squared, find the value of k. According to the problem here, x plus 3 is a factor. So, expect natin, if x plus 3 is already the factor, there is no remainder. So, ang pinapahanap sa atin dito ay ang value ng k. What is k? So, pwede natin gamitin, pwede tayong mag-calculate for piece of x. So, equate the factor to 0, then solve for x. Ang factor ay x plus 3, equate mo sa 0. X is equals to negative 3. Then, let us calculate for piece of x. Isulat natin yung dividend na x to the 4th plus kx cubed minus 3x squared. Substitute the value of x by negative 3. X to the 4th or negative 3 to the 4th plus kx cubed or plus k times negative 3 cubed minus 3x squared or negative 3 times negative 3 squared. Simplify natin yung mga exponent. Negative 3 to the 4th, positive 81, plus k. Negative 3 cubed or negative 27, minus 3. Negative 3 squared or positive 9. Simplify natin. We have 81 minus 27k minus 27. Let us combine similar terms. Ang similar terms lang dito ay yung constant term na 81 at negative 27. I-combine mo siya, your answer is 54 minus 27k. Then you equate to 0 kasi ang target natin ay para makuha natin ang value ng k. Simplify. Negative 27k equals negative 54. So, paano mo makukuha ang value ng k? Divide both sides by negative 27. Para makancel yung kanyang numerical coefficient at ang maiwan ay k. So, negative 27 divided by negative 27 is 1 or cancel kasi 1 times k is k. Negative 54 divided by negative 27, we have positive 2. Yan na. Therefore, the value of k is positive 2. So, yung dividend natin na x to the 4th plus kx cubed minus 3x squared, palitan na natin yung k ng 2. The polynomial now is x to the 4th plus 2x cubed minus 3x squared. So that's all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is Teacher Nati saying, let us thank God for all the blessings that He has given us.